If there's one thing that makes me totally crazy, is this map you see all the time. It's just wrong. Like it's so wrong. It's like, I don't know, showing a picture of a football team from Palestine saying it's a Palestinian football team. Oh, hold on. They did that already. Anyway, just look at this map. Let me explain. First of all, 1948, it calls it historic Palestine. Support the Palestinians, that's great. Say they should have a Palestinian state, that's fine by me. But you can't say there was a historic state of Palestine. It wasn't an independent state. Palestine was controlled by the British. You can guess by my accent, I should know. So what I'm getting at is map number one is totally wrong. But it then carries on with its mythology. Map number two looks as if this independent state of Palestine had been chipped away by the colonialists, the Jews. Well, number one, Jews coming to Israel, or what would become Israel, isn't a colonial movement. Zionism is not colonial. How can it be colonial if you're returning? Jews were evicted from this land by the Romans. Zionism is a return of an indigenous population. Two is this map was a compromise between Jews and Arabs. If this had been accepted, we wouldn't have had a conflict. We would have had two states. Yes, there would have been a Palestine and there would have been an Israel side by side. So let's now look at why map number three is just wrong. They then kind of create this map which suggests that the only thing which is going to be left is of Palestine, which didn't exist historically as an independent country, is Gaza and West Bank. They don't mention that the Gaza Strip was controlled by Egypt from 1948 to 1967, or the West Bank was under Jordanian control. Again, just chipping away at reality, not an independent state that wasn't there. What these maps don't show you is also interesting. It doesn't show you that this big, expansive country called Israel, that was sarcasm if you didn't get it, withdrew from the Sinai for peace with Egypt. It doesn't show you that Israel withdrew from Gaza with an attempt to make peace with the Palestinians. What it doesn't show you is the 97% withdrawal from the West Bank and a 3% land swap offered by Ehud Olmert. So these maps are ridiculous. And the last map shows, again, not an attempt at an independent Palestinian state. Those areas are areas A. The inability to create a Palestinian state lies totally, and the responsibility lies totally with those of the Palestinians.